Competitive Legends ZA battles have been so fun. I wanted to try my hand at playing in and hosting tournaments in Legends ZA as well. The first tournament I hosted had the same rules that apply to the ranked ladder. Participants were randomized into pods of 4, where they played 3 times, and the 2 players with the lowest score moved on to the next round. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the teams that got first and second in my tournament. The winner of the tour was kind enough to trade me their team, so I'll be taking the winning team to the ranked ladder to showcase it. Jumping right in, this right here is the team that did get second placed in my first tournament. No, I did not win. No. If you were wondering, if you're like, oh hey, did you win? No, I didn't. I did tie for 5th, I believe. So, no, I did not win, but it's all about the improvement, because I've hosted 3 tournaments so far. This is my first tournament and my biggest tournament so far. And then the next 2 tournaments, I did in fact win. So it took me a while to learn my team, but it's all about the growth. But we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about this team, however, that did get second place in my tournament with the Mega Gardevoir, with the Shell Bell Ampharos, and with the Mega Skarmory. So the person who got second was rocking a double Mega team. I have said this in my previous videos. I do believe Mega Skarmory might be the best new Mega, and might be the best Mega period in Legends ZA ranked. Or competitive Legends ZA play. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. So let's start with the Mega Skarmory, because that's kind of what I'm talking about first. So we do have the Iron Head for some big stab, same type attack bonus. Steel damage. You can hit fairies very hard. You know, we do see quite a few fairy Pokemon in those Mega Gardevoirs, in Clefables. I've seen, there's been quite a rise in Sylveon that I've seen as well, but you could also hit those Ice-type Pokemon really nice and hard as well. And I've actually been seeing quite a bit of Glaceon. I think Glaceon is super good in the meta right now. So you do have a very good way to hit the Glaceon, and even though you are a flying type, because you do have that dual typing in the Steel, you only take neutral damage from Ice-type moves, which is very nice. But, so you have the Iron Head. Drill Run, I think, is one of the reasons that Mega Skarmory is so good. Literally, I mean, stats are great. I do think Steel Flying is a very good defensive typing and is a decent offensive typing as well. But having access to this move here, Drill Run, right? This means you are not stalled out by Electric-type Pokemon. You are not stalled out by Fire-type Pokemon, 2 types that do super effective damage to you. Additionally, being able to click Drill Run, and sorry, you also aren't stalled out by other Steel types, because Steel does resist your Steel move. It would also resist your Stab Flying move as well. So Drill Run feels so good into Pokemon like Metagross, and it feels especially good into Pokemon like, oh, I lost its name. Excadrill. There we go. Feels really good. It, like, so good into Excadrill. Because Excadrill really doesn't have a good way to hit the Skarmory, and then you can hit back with super effective ground-type damage. Like, having access to Drill Run, to me, changes everything for Mega Skarmory. Then you also do have the Fly. So I've definitely seen a lot of Brave Bird. I think Brave Bird is a fantastic option, but I do think Fly deserves a shout, and it was Fly that won the tournament as well. And I like Fly because, 1, no recoil. 2, even, it may not be Brave Bird. Like, Brave Bird is, what, 120, right? Base power. Yeah, so 120 base power, so it's not that powerful. It's 90 base power, oops, excuse me. Thank you. It's 90 base power, so that's stab, that's still gonna be doing damage, but it's the way that you can avoid damage, right? I think, like, one of the things that I'm trying to learn in competitive ZA, in the ranked battles in ZA, and just competitive in general, is how to really use your moves that maybe take a, I don't know, like, take a turn. I'm not sure the best way to say it, but to take a turn to be able to dodge attacks and then hit back with your own big attack. Like, if they only have one way to hit you super effective, you know, because a lot of Pokemon might run Thunderbolt or might run Thunder Punch to hit something like the Mega Skarmory, but are not electric types. So, for example, there might be a Clefable, right? And so the Clefable would be running Thunderbolt to do some big damage to the Mega Skarmory. However, you can click Fly, you dodge their Thunderbolt, you may not KO them in return, but then their one move to hit you super effective is on cooldown, and they just do not have a good way to hit you, so you can hit back with something like an Iron Head, and then take the KO. So it's being able to do things like that why I really think Fly deserves a shout here. Additionally, we do see Rock Slide. I really do like having the Rock Slide coverage move. You can hit Gyarados super effective, and you can hit Charizard, at least before it Megas, you can hit regular Charizard 4 times super effective, you can hit Mega Charizard Y 4 times super effective, and you can hit Mega Charizard X for at least, super effective damage, but not 4 times super effective, because the Charizard does lose Mega Charizard X loses the flying typing, gains the dragon typing, but still keeps the fire typing. So, I just think I feel like you've heard me talk about it, I just think Mega Skarmory is so incredibly good in this meta. Really decent speed, really good bulk, really good attack, let down a little bit by the base HP, but really besides that, has really good bulk and good attack to really be able to do a lot of damage. Next up, yes, you do see that correctly, Shell Bell. Don't sleep on the Shell Bell. Shell Bell Ampharos, not Mega Ampharos, Shell Bell Ampharos. So on the Ampharos, we do have Thunderbolt, just a strong, strong electric type move. Dragon Pulse, you can hit those dragons super effective, that's very nice. I like the charge here. We also have the charge to make sure that your next electric move can do extra damage, which I really like. It also gives you a little bit better bulk. And then the Volt Switch. And I want to talk about the Volt Switch a little bit, because in a way similar to Fly with the Skarmory and the Mega Skarmory, right? You have Volt Switch. So how Volt Switch works in Legends ZA is you click Volt Switch, right? So you get the damage off, and then your Pokemon returns to the trainer. I do not mean, because this took me a minute to wrap my head around, because I'm used to VGC, where you click Volt Switch and the Pokemon goes back into its Pokeball and you switch another Pokemon in. No, that is not how this works. You click Volt Switch, then, I mean, literally your Ampharos jumps back to wherever the trainer is. Does that make sense? But it can still be used as a fantastic way to be able to dodge hits. Because you can be out of the hitbox, right? So you click Volt Switch, and then you Volt Switch back to the trainer, and you're out of the hitbox. So I like the use of Volt Switch here a lot, especially if you get a charge up, you can click Volt Switch for huge damage, but then also dodge a move, which I think is absolutely massive. And then, to round out the team, we do have a Mega Gardevoir, a Calm Mind Mega Gardevoir, which I really do like, with Moonblast, Mystical Fire, and Psychic. So Moonblast, big stab damage, Psychic, big stab damage as well, and the Mystical Fire, I really like the Mystical Fire as a coverage move on this team. You don't have a fire move on this team, so I really do like opting for the Mystical Fire here. I think Gardevoir gets great coverage. I think the other thing you would probably want would be Thunderbolt, but you already have a whole Ampharos. You have a whole Ampharos to hit water types and everything like that. You can also hit water types for really good neutral damage with the Fly, really good neutral damage with the Moonblast. You can Calm Mind up, hit back with big Moonblast. On this specific team, I really like the Mystical Fire because I don't think you need any other coverage moves. So this was the team that did get second in the tournament, and I will jump into the team that got first, and I swear, you're not going to want to miss this. Yes, a team utilizing MEOWSTIC did win the tournament, won the whole thing, and won the tournament fairly handily, I will say as well. So this MEOWSTIC, I think that this MEOWSTIC winning, I think, speaks to how good screens are in the competitive scene right now in Legends CA. So we see on the MEOWSTIC, we do see Reflect and Light Screen. Both screens, fantastic. We also see the Psyshock, and we do see the Shadow Ball. So when MEOWSTIC won the tournament, it actually wasn't running Shadow Ball. I put Shadow Ball on. Shadow Ball is on here now because the person who won did change MEOWSTIC's move to Shadow Ball, and that's going to be the team that I'm using today, but it was originally Calm Mind, I believe. But the winner said that they wished it was Shadow Ball, and they have since been using the Shadow Ball, and that's what I'm going to be using today. However, it was Calm Mind. So a little complicated there, but just one little change. We do see the Wise Glasses to be able to boost special attack type damage. There we go. by a little bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I've looked, but there's no, like, light clay in this game. I don't really know exactly how light clay would work. Like, it would probably make the screens last longer time period-wise instead of longer turns, which is how it would work in the past. But I would say if light clay existed in this game, I'd probably run it on this MEOWSTIC, but it does not. So I really like getting a little bit of extra damage with your attacks. And something that the winner said, that, you know, very often they might set up one screen, but then they can if they can do it correctly, they can pick off a KO or two with their MEOWSTIC, not even needing to swap. So definitely something to note. I think Psyshock is a really good stab psychic move, and I do like the Shadow Ball. That way you can kind of hit something like a Metagross well, or something like a Gardevoir well, or a Mega Gardevoir well, you know? So definitely like the Shadow Ball here. Next this is a single Mega team, and we are going to be using that Mega Dragonite. I am a huge Mega Dragonite fan. I think the design is fantastic. I think the shiny is fantastic. And so we are running a full special set, as the Mega Dragonite has better special attack than it does physical attack. So we're running that massive Draco Meteor. Huge damage. Ice Beam. Really like this coverage. For Garchomp, you can hit 4 times super effective. Other Dragonites you can hit 4 times super effective if you don't want to lower your special attack by 2 stages. Hurricane, another fantastic stab move. Very powerful stab move. This is hitting grass types really well. This is hitting fighting types really well. And it's just honestly a very powerful, good stab move to have. And then to round it out, we do have that flamethrower, just a great fire coverage move, as we don't have any other fire coverage moves on the team. And then last but not least, we are running that expert belt Metagross. So with the, oops, that is not correct. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It is meant to be Ironhead. It is meant to be Ironhead. And actually, I was talking with the winner of the tournament, and myself, the winner of the tournament, and chat, because I did use this team a little bit on stream as well, and so I just wanted to talk to the winner to see how they played it. And we were kind of all discussing the merits of something like a Heavy Slam over an Ironhead, and I think we kind of concluded that maybe Heavy Slam would be better in this spot. Instead of the Ironhead, you get the extra damage on Megas. You also, if I'm not mistaken, it has a really good way of closing the gap between Pokemon, like how it works. It kind of like closes the gap. So what I'm using right now is the Ironhead, and Ironhead was what won the tournament, but I just kind of want to also talk about things that, you know, it's okay to change up your team a little bit to test things and decide, oh, I like this more, blah, blah. So I just kind of wanted to talk about what I had been talking about with the winner and chat and everything like that. We do also have the Ice Punch. Amazing coverage moves. This way you can hit, like I said, you can hit things like Garchomp, 4 times super effective, amazing. You can hit the Dragonite, 4 times super effective, really nice. Other flying types you can hit that aren't super effective that aren't Skarmory. We are also rocking the Zen Headbutt. And I will say, like I said, I did use this team a little bit on stream, and I think actually Zen Headbutt may be the move that I clicked the least. I'm really hoping that I get to show it off a little bit more, but the Psychic Stab just felt less useful than other moves. And then to round it out, Earthquake. Love Earthquake on Metagross. It lets you hit other Metagross, it lets you hit Steel types like other Metagross, super effective. It lets you hit the only Pokemon I can think of is Garchomp, and it definitely doesn't let you hit Garchomp super effective. It lets you hit Garchomp, but not super effective. I literally lost this Pokemon's name earlier when I was recording this video, and the Pokemon is Excadrill. Why can I not keep that in the old noggin? So it lets you hit Excadrill super effective, which is really nice as well. I just think the Earthquake is great coverage. It lets you hit, I've also seen a little bit more Gengar in the meta. It lets you hit Gengar super effective. It lets you hit Charizard X super effective as well, because like I said, the Charizard X does lose the flying typing, gains the dragon typing, so no longer a flying type, but does take super effective damage to ground type moves, because still a fire type. So this is the team that won, and I just think this is a really fun team. This is a really, really fun team. Shout out to the winner for trading it to me so that I can use it for a couple games in this video as well, because this is literally all Pokemon I have not used. Truly, I have used 2 teams. I've used my playthrough team on Ranked to make sure I got the Greninja's Mega Stone, and then I used the team that I showcased in an earlier video. I love that team. That's the team I won. That's the team I used to win my other 2 tournaments. It took me a little while to get used to it, but, and that was Mega Excadrill, along with AV Gyarados, Assault Vest Gyarados, and Clefable with Expert Belt, that's right. And Expert Belt Clefable. And that took me a while to get used to as well. But big shout out to the winner. These are all Pokemon I haven't used yet, so I'm really excited to jump into some games, so I'll catch you there. Okay, we are jumping right on into Game 1. I'm really hoping I can do this team justice. I was definitely having a difficult time with how the team plays when I was streaming, and I was kind of like talking to the, you know, the winner of the tournament was in chat, kind of helping me out a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's Lucario. Okay, are you just gonna, okay, you just go for Dragon Pulse? Okay. I will go for this. Were you just predicting a swap, maybe? And it definitely feels like very tailor-made to how the winner plays, and that is completely reasonable. That is completely reasonable. It's just like, it's definitely, I was definitely finding it hard for myself to use. Okay, got 1 KO, we're on the board. You're definitely gonna Ice Punch. I'm gonna swap out. I actually didn't really see what you went for there. Okay, we're gonna see a Mega. Oh, there's just a guard jump there. Okay, yeah, sure. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to try to lead with MEOWSTIC again, so that I can get up a, light screen. Then I'm gonna swap into my Metagross. Then I'm gonna, oh, I said I'm gonna swap into my Metagross. Hello, okay. We did it. I'm going to go for this. Okay, we got another KO there. I'm gonna click plus move. Oh, okay. Wasted. Okay, I didn't actually... Okay, Drill Run coming for me. I'm gonna swap into you to eat the Drill Run. Then I'm gonna try to get this Fire move off, which I cannot, and I die instead. Okay. Unfortunate. I really felt like if I got that Fire move, I would have been in a way better spot, but that's okay. Sometimes I do have a hard time kind of understanding the speed interactions. Okay, what comes out here? Okay, let's go into my Metagross in that case. If I could see, that would be amazing. I'm gonna click plus move. I'm gonna click plus move Iron Head, and then miss. Lit. Okay, I'm gonna click EQ. Ooh, what else is around? Okay, now I'm gonna click Iron Head. Okay, I do get that KO. Huge. Okay. What else is around here? Okay. What comes out? Ice Punch. I wish I went for Ice Punch. Okay, I got the swap. Let me see if I can hit Reflect. Nope, I can take a lot of damage though. Okay, I'm gonna go into you. I'm gonna go for a Draco if I can get it. Oops, I should have gone for not that. I should have gone for Heat Wave. Okay. I do believe I got that KO. Then I got absolutely destroyed in return. Okay, hold on. We're getting KOs though. Okay, we're getting KOs though. Oh, wait, that was it? Oh, darn. Okay. Well, look, it definitely wasn't perfect, but I did my best to set up one screen, and then I did secure second. So I did my best. What I'm trying to do is set up pick which screen is more important, set up that one screen instead of wasting time trying to set up 2 screens, and then go into whichever big attacker I think will be able to pick up the most KOs while I have the screen protection, but then also doing some good swapping along the way. I do think that was a fairly friendly board, though, if that makes sense. Like, having no... I mean, I don't see Tyranitar a ton, but the team definitely, like, I was doing some practice games, and the team can definitely have a little bit of a hard time with Tyranitar just being hit super effective by, everything that Tyranitar does. So definitely, like, it was definitely felt like a friendly field, but I also felt like I played it the way I was supposed to play it. Okay, okay, not bad, and I will catch it in a game too. Okay, jumping into our third and no, into our second and what is going to be our final game of the day. I'm only going to do 2 games with the team. I feel like I yapped enough in the beginning. I don't want the video to be too long. So we are going to be jumping into our final game here. Little MEOWSTIC and... okay, so I'm gonna set up light screen. I will be honest though, I do think dark types give us, like, I think Greninja and dark types, are really not good for us. Okay, I did get a KO there. Can I swap out? Yes, I can. Can I click Iron Head into you? Maybe. Okay, I wanted to get that. Where am I? Okay. Ooh, okay. I didn't see that Pokemon behind me. I'm getting a little Earthquake off. Okay. Can I swap? I can. Can I get this Psyshock right here? Okay, not quite enough. Can I get the Shadow Ball? Okay, I actually can get that Shadow Ball. Okay, so I had to pay with my life. With my MEOWSTIC's life, but we got that Shadow Ball off. Okay. So I actually used MEOWSTIC offensively, which was kind of cool. I'm gonna try to click Shadow Ball again. I am gonna click it again. Yo, Shadow Ball, going nutty here. Okay, I'm gonna set, I actually meant to set, Reflect, but that, or Light Screen rather, but that's fine. I am actually gonna set both here. Then I'm gonna go into you. Can I click Draco, please? I can. I can get 1 KO, because for a second I was like, I can get 0 KOs! Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. What? Okay, I can't really touch you. I kind of wish I had... I'm not gonna... I do kind of wish I had a different coverage move here, to be completely honest with you, but that's fine. Okay, okay, yeah. We died. We did the big die, but that was we were already pretty low, and Greninja is, like, really tough, right? Greninja hits every single Pokemon on this team super effective. If they're running Ice Beam, which I don't think is rare, if they're running Ice Beam, which again, I don't think is a rarity, then they hit one of our Pokemon for 4 times super effective. Okay, well, I think I clicked Draco into literally nothing. Okay, I did dodge whatever they were going for. Can I go for a plus move? And go like this, or no? Iron Head plus move, yes I can. Okay, that was big. Okay, that's a Charizard. Okay. Okay, I will go MEOWSTIC here, I guess. I will try to click Psyshock. Oh, okay, into a dark type. That was a nice swap for my opponent. I will get KO'd in return. Okay. We definitely have some... We had some... Oh, it's over. That went by so fast. That went by so fast. We had some very tough matchups. We had some very, very tough matchups in that one. Like I said, Greninja's very, very hard to deal with. Like, I can click Thunderbolt. That is the only... Is that the... I can click Thunderbolt. That's the only super effective move I have, but then they can hit back with a 4-time super effective Ice Beam. So it's like, it is a little bit tough. It is a little bit tough. I don't think I used plus moves or my Mega properly that game, but we were able to just pick up some huge KOs, and honestly, MEOWSTIC, like, clicking the attack moves with MEOWSTIC changed that game. Fully changed that game. MEOWSTIC did fantastically that game. But I will catch you in the team preview area for some of my final thoughts. So this is the team that won the first Legends ZA tournament that I hosted. It's a really fun team. For me, it's really hard for me to use this team. I think there are times where I should be setting up screens and then switching out, but then there are also other times that I should be picking up some KOs with MEOWSTIC and then switching out. So definitely not for me personally, this team is very far out of my comfort zone, but it's always fun to use teams that are outside of your comfort zone. Massive shout out and thank you to the winner for trading this team to me. I really did enjoy it. It let me try some Pokemon that I had yet to try in Legends ZA competitive. I think, like I talked about a little bit, maybe thinking about running Heavy Slam over Iron Head on the Metagross. I really like that idea. Additionally, I personally think, because you have the Psychic, Stab, and coverage on the MEOWSTIC, I would probably run a different coverage move on the Metagross instead of Zen Headbutt, but again, that's my personal preference. This is not my team, and this person won the tournament better than I tied for 5th in that tournament, way better than I did in the tour. So big shout out to them, and I want to say thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy this content at any time, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Okay, bye!